Hello and welcome to my kitchen. I feel like I should be on a show. What's a show? I don't know, a show where I cook food. Anyways, if I look tired, it's because I am. My first graders are literally sucking life out of me, so I need something that brings me enjoyment and natural, non-toxic things do. So I'm here to talk about this. I'm gonna talk about dish soap today and what I do to dilute it, because this bottle is like $14, and when I got the bottle, to be honest, I was kind of expecting it to be a little bit bigger. I'll pay extra money for things that are better for my health, but at the same time, I was kind of like, is there a way to make this last a little longer? Because that is a little expensive. And there is. Turns out it's actually very common to dilute this. A lot of people do it. And the reason you can is because Young Living products are super, super concentrated. And honestly, we're not used to that because we're so used to companies selling us things like in bulk or big products for a cheap amount of money, because it makes us think we're getting a really good deal, right? And I'm all for good deals, but like if they're gonna just dilute it for me, why don't I just do that myself for free? Like I can dilute things with water for free, you know? Or they use some sort of chemicals and all kinds of bad stuff for us to also dilute it, which I just don't want. I would prefer to do it myself with better options. So that's kind of like why, because it's sometimes people are, and I was the same way, of like confused. Why are they so concentrated? Why don't they just dilute it for us? Which they can, but like we can do that for free. So the other thing is you can buy like a natural non-toxic dish soap at lots of places. Like Target probably has some options, but what's frustrating for me is that sometimes I'll buy a stuff that I think is like natural and non-toxic because of the label, but then I'll actually look at the ingredients and I'll see a couple things. I don't know ingredients like that well, but I know a few to look out for, and I'll see some of those and I'm like, you tricked me. And I don't want to have to deal with that. I just don't. I want to know for good. Like I just want to know that that company is going to give me something that has clean products in it. The other thing is that you aren't going to get the benefits of pure therapeutic grade essential oils that Young Living offers. Any grocery store, I'm pretty sure no grocery stores sell Young Living essential oils in them. And no grocery stores are going to have those pure essential oils. You're not going to get those benefits from them. In fact, if anything said it's infused with essential oils, like 90-something% of the time, 98% of the time, 96, something like that, those essential oils are just there for the scent. They're like, like altered so much that I'm really not good with words, honestly. I mix up my words a lot and I say words wrong a lot, but they're altered to the point where like you don't get any of the benefits of the essential oil, you just get the scent of it. And honestly, sometimes they get so altered that they're like a harmful essential oil. So I don't want any of that. I want the benefits of these really good essential oils. And this has eucalyptus, clove, lemon, some cinnamon bark. All these are really good oils for immune support. So if like I care about what I wash my dishes with, I care more about what I clean the dog bowls with, because like that's what my dogs get all their food and water out of. So I want to make sure that what they are licking and what we are eating our food off of is clean and only has benefits for us, not things that can hurt us. Because anything that has fragrance, natural fragrance, fake fragrance, really harms your fertility, your reproductive system. It's not good for you. It can lead to lots of really scary things that I don't want any part of, or I don't want in our house, much less eat off of or drink from. So that's why I care so much about this, and why I want to keep buying it, and why I learned ways to make it last longer, because I know $14 is expensive for a bottle of dish soap. So here's what I do. I turn this into 3, so I make this last 3 times as long. So what I usually do is I bought these cute little glass jars off of Amazon. You could order like 2 dish soaps so that you had an extra container, or that probably wouldn't work well though, now that I'm thinking about it, because you'd have just a lot of dish soap. You still need an empty container. You need like some sort of empty container to put like 2/3 of this into. So I use this glass jar for our dish soap. Some people I have seen just grab like a mason jar and they'll dump 2/3 of this into it and then just put it like in their kitchen sink or somewhere to like store it. So really anything you want to do, or if you have an empty one of these laying around, dump it in there. Those are all options. So first thing I do is I dump about a third of this. I've used a little bit of it, so I'm gonna do my best to use a third of this. A third of the bottle. So I try to dump a third of the bottle into whatever container you're gonna use. And then after I do this, I'm going to dump a teaspoon of baking soda in here. Baking soda is not anything to be worried about. Like, you can eat baking soda. It's something that's very safe. So I use that in a lot of stuff. And baking soda helps with the suds, more suds. That's why I add it into this. That is probably about a third. Forgot to grab my little teaspoon thing. Let's see if I have it in here. Half teaspoon, that'll work. I have a funnel. If you have a funnel, you could use, oh, you can't even see me. So all I did is I dumped this up into here. Let me move you a little bit. There you go. Okay, if you have a funnel, you can use a funnel. If not, you don't need one. This just came with these containers, I think, so that's why I use it. So like I said, about a teaspoon of baking soda. I'm gonna do this over the kitchen so I don't make a mess. Guys, I'm making a mess. I am very much so making a mess, but it's okay. I honestly don't usually measure, but I was just trying to be kind of precise for you guys today. But yeah, I don't typically measure, honestly. I'm trying to go fast. Sometimes it's like you want to watch how people make stuff, but you also don't want to watch them for like 10 minutes, which this is going to be. Sorry about that. Okay. Then I'm going to see if I have like, if you have a knife or something that will fit, that might be convenient to help mix it a little bit. If you don't have anything, it's totally fine, but this just helps get it mixed a little bit. And then after this, I'm going to fill the rest of this the way up with hot water. So cold water isn't going to mix it as well as hot water is. Hot water just helps it like get all mixed in a lot better. So I'm just gonna mix it around, try to get the baking soda and soap mixed in. Okay. And then I'm gonna add some hot water and I'll be back. I should have let this warm up. Okay, so when you do that, I usually get like some suds on the top. So what I'll do is I'll mix it like this. So you can kind of see there's some suds at the top. And honestly, I just like to turn it upside down, back and forth. Just let everything get mixed in. If you wanted to, you could even leave this like upside down overnight to help it just get all mixed in. I'm trying to think of a better word. Like I said, I'm bad with words. Shake it. That's it. So sometimes what I'll do is if there's a lot of suds, I'll just let it sit overnight for a little overnight. So the suds kind of go away. There's really not that many actually. I'm surprised. There's usually a little more. And then I might put some more water in the morning and mix it a little bit more and call it good. Or sometimes I'll just let the water run. You know how sometimes you can like let water run until like the suds are all the way gone. I'll do that sometimes too. That's it. That's it, my friends. And then you've got sudsy dish soap